Update. Hi, everyone. We got a car. Finally.
Yeah, it's one more.
Yep. We got a car. Yep. Yep. After the driver's license, now we got a car. I will be telling you more about the process and the options available. It's getting a car when you move to the US.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another session of my Immigrant Diary. My name is Wale.
My name is Precious.
And today we have an exciting news. As you might have seen in the beginning, Precious was able to get his brand new car, or should I say, brand new.
Brown new. Wale, please, please, please. It's a work in progress. I wish it was brand new, honestly. But it is a certified pre-owned, right?
Yeah.
So, for those who have not moved to the US, certified pre-owned is like what we call in Nigeria, not tokumbo, but one part of the world you can call it fairly used in Nigeria, call it tokumbo. But in the US, certified pre-owned are used cars that have been certified to be in very good condition, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you buy them with very lot of confidence in the product and the quality of the car you're getting. And also, if it is a recent model like what we got, like you can see on the screen, we got a Toyota RAV4 2018 model.
Nice.
Yeah. What model do you drive?
Well, we drive an Honda, a Honda CRV 2021. But it's definitely a different experience. But I didn't go through the journey of getting the car myself. My significant other had been in the country and gotten the car on our behalf. So that's why your story is very sweet. So
yeah, I was involved in the process. I mean, exciting. I know you missed that, but hey, it is what it is. I'm sure with your next car, you will share with all of us, everyone. But for me, I'm excited. I was in the process. I have made a couple of videos that we're popping up as we have this conversation. It was interesting to see that when you signed the contract and when you finally signed the papers for the transfer of ownership, they have a bell that you ring, and my daughter was the one that rang the bell.
oh my god, yeah, that's nice. That's really nice.
So it was interesting, you're allowed to. I mean, it's my first experience.
Yeah.
We did test drive.
Yeah.
Couple of cars. Marv and I were just in the mood. Like, come on, okay, then, like, let's set it up. You want to try? You want to drive it? You want to test it? Like, okay. They got the key for the car. Gave us. We drove. We came back. Said, okay, how do you feel? No, that was before first we drove an Honda.
Yeah.
We did. We're like, okay, Honda, okay, let's see, like one of the Toyota. So they brought a Toyota 2020 Toyota. But it was a SUV, but it's sporty SUV, right? For us, it didn't fit what we're looking for. We needed an SUV with a lot of space.
Yeah.
Right? So we did try it out, drive it, but there's something with a lot of space in it.
Yeah, so let me take you back a little bit. So you decided to go for a certified pre-owned. Why did you, or how did you find out about that? And because you've only been in the country for um, um,
A few months.
for a short while now. When you were able to know that, okay, decide that you want to get like a certified pre-owned, which is basically, ideally it's a car that's been tested and verified that everything is in working condition. So you have a lot more confidence in buying it. Where did you get the information from?
You see, so interestingly, when I landed, I had in mind to get a typical used car because, of course, I just moved as an immigrant, with I like to say the story, with a bag and my son. I look forward to telling him the story. I came to America with a briefcase and with you in one hand and a briefcase. But yeah, so I came, I was doing a couple of research. I mean, there are options out there, for immigrants to get a car. You can get a used car, old model car, some of them with very high mileage. But a couple of friends, some people I know here were discouraging me about going for cars with high mileage. And yeah, high mileage, people are telling me 150 is high mileage, 100, like I'm like, like, are you serious? Coming from Nigeria? Like, really? Like, oh, they're like, oh, it's high, 150, 180. I'm like, that's high mileage. I'm like, high mileage. Look at this. We drive 300,000. You're talking, But so because of budget, I was thinking, okay, you know what? I'll look for a used old model car, and I was looking at Facebook Marketplace. You can find some cars there. People, I have friends here who've bought and sold cars on Facebook Marketplace, and it did work for them. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not especially if you have the cash. I mean, you'll be amazed what my budget was. When I said it, everyone just started laughing like, I should be able to get a used old car for like maybe $2,000. Nobody called me again.
Oh God! The interesting thing, with $2,000, you'll be able to get an old car in.
Yeah, I will actually.
Yeah, well, no,
I will.
I'm not sure about US, but definitely in Europe. So
In US, well, you can. You can go check Facebook Marketplace. You will get a car for $2,000. Yeah.
yeah, I haven't looked that up.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, but the money you're getting the value for what you get the value for what you pay, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know about that. I remember I spoke to one friend who said when he moved, he got one very old rickety car for about, I think he said 1.5 or 2K. Was like, precious man, that car drained my life. The shot just kept giving me all sorts of problems in the middle of the highway, on the road, at home. He has appointments he wants to make. As soon as he comes out, turn on the car, that day the car will choose not to work. Like, all kind of crazy issues he was sharing me. So yeah, I mean, but also I met someone who got a Sienna. Sure, I drove in that Sienna when I landed, and he shared about his experience with getting old Sienna. I think he said he spent, I think, 3,000 legs about that. I'm not sure. I don't want to be calling out the wrong amount, but
Yeah.
it was not far, not within that range thereabout. And he served him very well. It's been served him. It's okay. It does maintenance and all that. So yeah, pretty interesting to know that there are options out there. So you can go to Facebook Marketplace. Please, if you're going to go through Facebook Marketplace, please check. This is for our listeners. Please check. Do your due diligence, before you transact.
Yeah. So yeah, just one thing, that Facebook is not sponsoring us. It's just, we are just talking about an experience that we have on Facebook.
Yes.
And then there definitely is a lot of scammers online. So always do your due diligence and make sure that like provider you're speaking to is genuine. I definitely have experienced like scammers also on Facebook Marketplace, not just there, but of course on other platforms too. So I just have to be careful. If someone is being shady, for example, I wanted to sell something a while ago, then the person was saying that he's not in the country, but he will send the money to me. So as a matter of fact, when they start saying things like that, I just they are scared of,
That's the truth. That's the truth. It has to be straightforward. It has to be, black and white.
exactly,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, Raleigh, so, in doing that, I later found, then I started researching, certified pre-owned, brand new cars. I was looking at the cost, but so this is partly, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna put it out there. This is coming from Nigeria, where a lot of the time, I mean, for the cars I bought in Nigeria, they were in Nigeria, was, cash, paid, cash. And so I was thinking in that light when I moved, thinking I have to, pay in cash. And so it was subject to what the amount of money I have in hand that, would impact my decision. But it was interesting to know that there are access, that we have access here to be able to get to be able to finance the car. And so that's an option if you build your credit, which I think we made a video. We're making a video about
Yeah,
steps.
we'll put a link below.
Exactly. So about building credit, I started building my credit, Wale as well, and we're sharing some of those experiences to help you as well. So if you start building your credit, you will be able to access some finance for car acquisition and other things. And
Yeah.
so that helped influence our decision, even though we also had close friends, family, and friends who encouraged us to say, what, you need to look at that option rather than old car. Look at the access you have. So since we've accumulated some credit points, we decided, what, let's go look at certified pre-owned cars. In short, we're encouraged to try and go get a brand new car, but I felt like, I think that's good. I mean, it's just a couple of weeks. I don't want to be, in debt. I don't want to be in debt, but, so depending on the situation, my situation is different. So this is a disclaimer. You don't have to go get a car financed. You can, if you have money, you can buy the car. You can buy a used car. You can buy a brand new car.
Yeah.
You can buy a car. But if you have credit point and you like to access finance, you can go get a more recent model. I also share about some of the benefits for me that I have found with buying a very recent model car.
Yeah. So that'd be good. So you've spoken a little bit about the used cars, and one of the disadvantages is that you're more like the odds of you getting a car that will give you like problems is higher when you buy an old car, like say a car that's like 20 years old or something like that. But if you are lucky enough to get it right, like you said, like the Sienna that you drove, it was done for about 3K, and they've not had issues with it, you'll be able to get it. So those are the risks and disadvantages of like going for like a used car. And what are the so the advantage obviously is that you're not spending a lot of money, and probably you can buy it a one-off. So what are the disadvantages and advantages of you going for a fairly new car? So you bought like a 4-year-old car at the time, or 5-year-old car?
Yeah, it was a 5-year-old car.
Yeah.
But from the Carfax, it was only driven for about 2 years because it was 75,000 mileage.
Okay.
Which is not really bad. It was driven for about 2 or 3 years of those years. 2 years of 5 years. It was in I think a car display, car dealership outlet, and they never got to sell it. So I think it moved from one dealer to another, and
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. So yeah, it was a good one. Um, in for me, like, this is my experience of driving a very recent model car. Number one for me is the safety mechanisms. Man, that is, I mean, I love cars. I research cars. I watch all these things. But experiencing it firsthand, I was like, wow. The safety mechanisms are amazing. The sensors, the reverse sensor, the accident notification sensor, like they've been. I mean, please don't. This is. I'm never doing that, but I'm also going to say this to our listeners. Please don't text and drive.
Yeah, very important.
And drive.
Yeah.
I think it was a phone call that distracted me, and I was trying to connect the Bluetooth to the phone, to the media system, so I can take the call in that split second. And this is what, barely a week of driving the car. The alarm, the brake sensor just took over. I was beeping loud in my head. And then I noticed the car in front of me had slowed down abruptly. So I quickly stepped on my brake. And this was because the car notified me, right?
Yeah.
So honestly, that blew my mind. I was like, whoa, man, this is good, because, I could have been a few seconds late, and, what would be the story, right?
Yeah.
And several times, I'm trying to get drive out of a parking lot, trying to reverse, and the sensor peaks, notifies me that another car is passing by, reversing into a dump or a pole. Just little things that your blind side might, from the side mirror, you might not pick.
Yeah.
The sensor picks it, even though there's a reverse, camera. Yeah, the sensor picks those things that can happen in split seconds. So for me, it's invaluable. The last car I drove in Nigeria, I didn't have all of those safety mechanisms. So I am not exposed. I've never been exposed to it. But I'm really thankful that I have the opportunity to drive a more recent model car, to see some of those some of the improvements in safety mechanisms. Just not to mention about media, aesthetics and all of this stuff, but for me, that is the number one, and that's all. Like, there are many features about recent model cars. One, you can share some from your own car, but for me,
yeah, it's the same experience that I had with our vehicle. The safety features cannot be overestimated, or they are basically invaluable. Like, it's there are definitely times when you would get distracted for whatever reason, whether it's something happening on the side of the road, whether it's your phone, whether it's even in the car, someone in the car, you get distracted, things like that. So, and the car will always notify you. There are several times when I wanted to switch lanes, and I thought, got my blind spots.
yes,
The car will always notify me that there's a car behind me. And I say, oh, there's a car. Okay. So, there's been situations where it has definitely alerted me that I'm driving too close to the car, just because the kind of thing that he said, like, although I was paying attention, but like I did not slow down enough for the car. So I would say would have been fine, but generally, like, the car, whether you're paying attention or not, the car will let you know.
the car will let you know. In respect, so yeah, because I did that. Yeah, he did that to me.
So those things are definitely really, really good in helping you to prevent any kind of accident that you might have on the road. And most of the newer cars, they have like also pedestrians notification, not just vehicles now. Like, if someone is walking in front of a vehicle, they would they should notify you or brake when someone is in front of a vehicle. So yeah, they're definitely very, very helpful. I know there are times that I had an incident with the car tire. Basically, one of the tires started to go flat. And generally, like, if you have experience driving, you kind of know like something that is happening, you feel it and not even. But even before I could start feeling it, because I was on the highway and most of the time I was straight, I wasn't really turning. So even before I started turning and feeling it, I started getting notification that one of my tires is losing pressure. So I needed to take care of it as soon as possible. So things like that, they are very, 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 very helpful. And we get notification about maintenance like every, I think I don't know, whenever it's due, the car will start showing one that it's time to take your car for maintenance. So things like that is just really, really helpful, helping you to have like a really good vehicle, and also keeping you and other people safe on the road. For us, and I guess like for you too, the biggest disadvantage of owning like a new vehicle is just the finance.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the biggest I think responsibility, if I'll put it like that, because so you have to have a plan to repay on the vehicle. So that's it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is peculiar, like I said, you're just, you depend on your situation, you make your decisions, right? Because even someone say, oh, Precious, with a few thousand, you guys could have gone for a saloon car, brand new saloon car. Like, yeah, that's your stuff. Yeah, I appreciate it, but yeah, this is my situation, not yours.
Yeah.
I appreciate your input, but yeah, we need an SUV, right? So
yeah,
but irrespective, my advice would be, look at your peculiar situation, look at what you can afford, take it up. Honestly, I would say if you can avoid financing the car, the responsibility, please do. Especially as an immigrant, especially new, if you newly move and you're trying to settle down, having that kind of body might not be something you want. But the reality is, whatever decision you make with regards to getting a car in the US, you have to pay within your specific situation.
Yeah. So yeah, I totally understand that you don't want to put yourself in a financial situation that is gonna be difficult for you. So there are many examples of people that are definitely regretting, or even some of them, they lose their vehicles, some of them they become homeless, things like that. So you don't want to put yourself in that kind of situation. And so you have to be very careful about any financial decision that you're gonna make. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Good.
Thanks. I think we are gonna wrap it up here today. Thank you so much, Precious, for sharing your journey with us. Congratulations once again. I hope the car will serve you very, very well.
It is. It is, man. Come on, what are you?
So,
Please, man.
Yeah, I'm happy for you, my brother. Thank you everyone for joining us. Please like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends. We really appreciate it, and the likes go a very, very long way. We're a young channel, we are growing. Your likes go a very, very long way. So thank you, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Cheers.